What's up guys, it's Cartridge and today I'm going to be reviewing the Dayan V2 Megaminx, as well as comparing it to other Megaminxes on the market. Let's get into it. So let's start out with some basic specs about the cube. This cube was released on December 7th, 2020, and you can get it for $32.99 on thecubicle.com, but less if you use code KTK. It weighs 99 grams, being the first Megaminx under 100 grams, and is significantly lighter than the Yoohoo and Galaxy V2. This Megaminx is about 30 to 30.5 millimeters across on each side, which I think is the same size as the Galaxy V2, but significantly smaller than the Yoohoo. Now, out of the box, this puzzle was way too fast and way too loose. I was messing up on all my algorithms, but despite this, it was a great puzzle out of the box. However, it needed a lot of slowing down, so here's how I did that. Essentially, I just gave it the Angstrom setup. I used Angstrom Gravitas and Dignitas on the pieces, and a tiny bit of Compound 10 and DNM. The DNM was used to speed it up, and everything else to slow it down, because it was super fast. So let's take a look at the corner cutting of this puzzle. Corner cutting on this cube is flawless. It cuts everywhere. And in solves, this is very useful, because my turning isn't that accurate, but the corner cutting makes up for it. Also, something to note, this black side did not come on the cube. You can purchase extra black parts for $3, and I think it looks a lot better than gray. At first, my recognition was worse, but after a couple solves, it got a lot better. And as I mentioned earlier, the size difference of the Yoohoo V2 and the Dayan V2, as you can see, it's a really big difference. And compared to all my other Megaminxes, it's super light. The Yoohoo V2 doesn't have the best grip system, and it's pretty heavy. This is the Chi Hang. I don't have the Galaxy V2, but I've heard they're pretty similar. But anyway, it's just really slow and heavy. But with the Dayan, the turning is effortless and really light. And with an event like Megaminx, a huge aspect is grinding. And if you're grinding and doing long practice sessions, a light cube really helps out. If I hadn't gotten the Dayan and I was trying to get sub 1 with the Yoohoo V2, it would have taken months. But with the Dayan, I've gone from averaging around 1 minute and 30 to around 1 minute flat in just a month. This cube's corner cutting, turning, and weight really helps out during long practice sessions and just practice overall. The grip is also very interesting. The grip is most similar to the Dayan Megaminx, where it doesn't exactly have ridges, but just subtle indentations that help you grip onto the cube. With the Yoohoo, it has these weird ridges that are uncomfortable to grip, and I just prefer this a lot more. The plastic is pretty glossy, and I like that too. So here are the corners and edges of a bunch of Dayan cubes. Here's the Dayan V2 Megaminx, the Tengen V2, the Guhong V4, and the Tengen V1. A common pattern in these cubes is Dayan's wave design. Dayan's wave design makes the cube soft and quiet, and that's pretty much the reason these cubes are why they are. For example, the Dayan V2 is very soft and quieter than most Megaminxes, and the Tengen V1, V2, and Guhong V4 are all very soft and quiet. If we take a closer look at the edge and corner design, we can see it's the most similar to the Guhong V4. The Guhong V4 doesn't have visible magnets like both of the Tengens, it just has this wave design. So I think it's safe to say that this is the Guhong V4 of Megaminxes. Let's just hope it doesn't break 3 times like my Guhong V4. And my Guhong V4 just broke for the 4th time. Nice. Now, throughout this video, I've been saying pretty positive things about this cube. However, should you get it? Well, yes, but no. If you have small hands, you should definitely go for this cube. Its smaller size is much better for people with smaller hands, but for people with big hands, I'd suggest you go for the Yoohoo. It's a third of the price, and it's a lot bigger, which is good for people with bigger hands. For example, here's my friend Bruce. You might know him as the Hulk. He gets a bit angry sometimes, and his hands get really big. So in his case, he might want to go for the Yoohoo, or just the biggest Megaminx of all time. So yeah, if you have smaller hands, or just like Megaminx overall, you should definitely go for this puzzle. And if you do decide to get it, make sure to use the code KTK. Speaking of using code KTK, huge thanks to Noah Cubing for using code KTK. Whenever you use code KTK, it not only supports the channel, but you also get money off your order. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.
Yes! What?
Yes!